What's the most heartless thing your parents told you to do, but you didn't listen? Tell the doctors you're not a match, my mom said, crumpling up my kidney compatibility test. Your sister doesn't deserve your sacrifice. My twin sister Hannah needed a kidney transplant, or she'd die within 6 months. I was a perfect genetic match. But Hannah was gay, and my parents had disowned her 2 years ago when she came out. Dad threw his plate against the wall, calling her an abomination. Mom said she was choosing sin over family. God is punishing her for her choices, Dad said coldly, staring at my test results. Why should you suffer for her sins? She made her bed with that lifestyle, Mom added. Let her girlfriend's family help her now. For 2 years, they'd forbidden me from mentioning Hannah's name. They'd cut her out of family photos and reframed them. Hannah didn't know I'd been secretly tested. She was on a transplant waiting list, growing sicker every day, while my parents banned me from visiting her. The doctor had explained to me privately, the average wait time is 3 to 5 years. Your sister doesn't have that long. Her kidney function has dropped to 8%. I'd been sneaking to the hospital during school, lying about basketball practice. Each visit, Hannah looked more skeletal, more exhausted. If you give her your kidney, you're no longer our child, Dad threatened. Choose her or your family. We've already lost one child to the devil, Mom cried. I won't lose another. That girl isn't your sister anymore. I stared at the compatibility results. 100% match. A full 6-6 genetic match. The transplant coordinator called it remarkable. The next day, I drove straight to the hospital where Hannah was getting dialysis. She looked skeletal, hooked up to machines. Her girlfriend Ruby sat beside her, holding her hand while reading aloud from Hannah's favorite book. Hannah, I said, pulling out the test results, I'm a perfect kidney match, and I want to donate. Hannah started sobbing uncontrollably. They told me you refused to get tested. They said you wanted nothing to do with your sinful sister. They lied, I said. The surgery can happen next week. Ruby was crying too. You're really willing to do this, even though your parents will cut you off? Hannah is my sister, I said firmly. I don't care who she loves. I care that she lives. Hannah grabbed my hand weakly. But your future, your college fund, what good is any of that if you're gone? I replied. The world needs you more than it needs my kidney. The surgery went perfectly. Hannah's new kidney started working immediately. My recovery was faster than expected, and within a week, I felt stronger than ever. Hannah recovered beautifully. Her skin color returned to normal. Her energy came flooding back. For the first time in 2 years, she looked like my sister again. My parents found out when the hospital bill arrived. I was 19 and still on their insurance. They stormed into my recovery room, faces red with rage. You chose her over us, Mom said, voice shaking with fury. No, I replied. I chose love over hate. Dad pointed at me like I was diseased. You're not our son anymore. Get out. They kicked me out while still recovering from surgery. Ruby helped me pack. My parents watched from the window, but didn't help. Hannah and Ruby's apartment had 2 bedrooms now. One for them, one for me. Living with them turned out to be the best thing that ever happened. They helped me apply for financial aid and supported me through senior year. 6 months later, Hannah and Ruby got engaged. Hannah had returned to her pre-med program, determined to become a transplant surgeon. She asked me to walk her down the aisle since Dad refused to come. You gave me more than a kidney, she said. You gave me a future and proof that love is stronger than hate. The wedding was small but perfect. During my best man speech, I said, my parents told me I had to choose between their version of love and real love. I chose right. Our parents watched the entire ceremony from across the street, sitting in their car. They never got out, never came inside, never joined their daughter on her happiest day. Hannah noticed, but didn't let it dim her joy. They can watch from over there, but they don't get to be part of our happiness anymore. Last month, Hannah started her residency at Johns Hopkins. She texts me updates and always signs them, your sister, who's still here because of you. Ruby got promoted and bought them a house with a guest room for my brother-in-law. Our parents sent a birthday card last week. First contact in 3 years. Ruby threw it away before Hannah saw it. Some bridges aren't worth rebuilding, Ruby said. Hannah and I both agreed.